You're in the light.
I'm in the light. Hello, lifers. I think it's okay.
I'm in the dark.
You're in the dark side of Jason. This is Jason Love with Jason Loves Life. And today is the parenting... Actually, that doesn't even do anything. The parenting Q&A. And so I always want to mention at the beginning that if you have a question, put it in the comments below. And that way it makes it easy for me. I know there's a couple that got asked that weren't in last week, so we're going to save those because I don't want to look them up right now, but I'll look them up later. So this one, we're going to start off with a kind of a long message, and I want to get your reaction because I already reacted to this. Mm-hmm. And I didn't read it to you guys. I just sort of summarized it. So this is kind of a long one. So this is, I have to go to the bottom. Libby, this is Libby again, and we had talked about Libby in the past in Q&As. So she says, so I fired our ABA person. She just didn't seem to know anything about autism. Anytime I asked her a question, she couldn't answer it. I stayed and watched the therapy the whole time. They were here. I think they made them uncomfortable, but I feel like I wanted to see what they were doing and make sure my daughter was okay. I think they abused using the iPad as her reinforcer. That's all they could come up with. Plus my daughter was crying on and off for the 3 hours they were here. That was just getting exhausting for her. At one point my daughter would start packing up their stuff and taking it to the front door and telling her bye. I know she didn't like it, so I stopped it. We were going to see how school is and maybe try a different ABA group later. At just 3 years old, I think they should make it more fun for her, be able to keep her engaged. But the problem was that they had no experience with really young kids. And then there's a question after that, but I just want to get your reaction on that.
Well, that's fine. If you're not ready, you're not ready. You should, see how school goes anyway. Mm-hmm.
And I talked about how with Frumpkin, they did do a lot of, especially in the beginning, for a long time, they did a lot of where it wasn't really, it was mostly play. Like now it feels more work, and Frumpkin cries a little bit now.
Yeah, they did really easy stuff that he could do, so later on they would test him and they'd have a rapport built up. But if you don't have a rapport, that doesn't sound very good. And
I don't remember her name. Was it not Katie, but the other
Heather?
Might be. We haven't seen her in forever. She was like
I've seen her.
The therapist or whatever. She even said the goal early on is just to get him enjoying it and kind of used to the routine, but the whole thing being very fun for him.
Yeah, but he's still not used to it. He's still fighting it. But I have noticed that, he does whine and complain a lot, but it helps in day-to-day from time to time. I'm pleasantly surprised.
And then my other thought was talking about how we got lucky because all of our therapists / technicians had a couple years experience.
Yeah, there's only one new person, and she seems okay now.
And that's right now, but when we started,
they all had experience.
Any other thoughts related to it?
No.
Okay. So this is the question. The question is, does Frumpkin ever take a long time to fall asleep or wake up for 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the night on occasion? My daughter sometimes wakes up 2 or 3 in the morning and doesn't fall back to sleep until 5 a.m. Not sure if it's an autism thing or not. Sorry this comment is so long, but no, it was good because it was good to kind of catch up and appreciate.
He does wake up. I think he stays awake because he can get a hold of the iPad.
Yeah, and we're actually dealing with that right now, and I think I end up dealing with it more kind of by choice, just because Leah has a late night and I have a little more flexibility in the evening to fall. If I get stuck waking up early, I can go to bed. I have more opportunity to go to bed early.
Yeah, I get up. I get up around 7-ish.
You're up at 7:30.
Yeah, and then I go until I put them down, and then I have to go to work and I don't go to sleep until midnight or 1.
Right, and then
sometimes.
Usually you get a nap in there.
And I get a nap in there because
from about 1 to 4.
If I don't get the nap, it's not pleasant for anyone.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like I'll take a nap because Leah only gets it if I'm here. So if I have a gig or something, I'm gone. She doesn't get the nap. And then if it's depending on the day, like today I tried, but it's a weekend, and I would happen to be home, but tried to sleep from 5 to whatever, depending on. From 4. So when she gets up, I try to take a quick nap, or sometimes a long nap, depending on the day. But anyways, really, lately we've been having issues. Like today, he actually napped, and it was because last night he got up at 4 a.m. and then wouldn't go back to sleep. And I know for us, it's the iPad's a big deal. Like we give him access to the iPad.
Just to keep him quiet in the morning so you can get some sleep.
But no, initially, like the iPad helped him fall asleep. Like he would just, you sit there and then he just like doze off. And so it's just been the last like 2 months at the most.
For the last time I saw he had it, he fell asleep on the couch, and then I was watching him, and it bonk.
Oh, yeah.
Hit him in the head.
And then I've had him where he's fallen asleep like this, holding it, and it's like laying like across the couch. And I tried to like pry it out of his hands, and then he woke up and was like, iPad!
iPad!
Yeah, and so, and two, we like that's one of the reasons why he ended up on the couch too, was he actually went to bed easier and just, one of those things that you fall into a habit. So now, like I said, it had to have been like just the last 2 months that we've had issues. I know that some kids with autism do have sleep issues, and
It's just a bad habit that we're gonna break.
Right. I don't think ours is the sleep issues that other people have, because I know a guy who I know through actually doing old webcomic stuff, and he was saying his son will literally stays up all night, like most nights, and how he can hear him in his room, kind of moving around, and that I think that's pretty common. And some use melatonin, but I've heard that can have like bad issues as well. If you're thinking about doing melatonin, I'd talk to your pediatrician and kind of just ask. I don't know what kind of issues you can have. I think there's some of the issues can be that they actually like has the reverse effect.
That's gotta be rare though.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's something to do with the brain chemistry. So
it's not meant for small children anyway. So just ask a doctor.
Yeah, ask your pediatrician. But yeah, we're struggling that with right now, and for us, it's about adjusting his habits and kind of figuring out what's causing. Part of it is I'm so busy, and since I kind of deal with it more, at both at night and in the morning, like it kind of falls more on me. So just because I'm busy, it's hard to. Once I have more time, I'll experiment with it more and hopefully keep you guys updated on that. But like I said, today he napped, so and he's had actually a couple times where they've stopped ABA because like one time he got angry. Yeah, just last week.
What do you mean?
Well, okay, so he got home from doing kites, which is like the group activity stuff. He does group activities, and he was just very combative, like not wanting to do anything. And I said, hey, he didn't get any sleep last night. Like I think he might have got like 2 hours of sleep. And so they said, well, now Katie, who's kind of like the manager, says that if that happens and it's sleep related, they can stop ABA if it's going to be. There's basically no point in forcing him. And so then then he went, and I tried to get him to nap, and he kind of like laid down, and he kind of just like watched. I think we were watching Trolls, which is now his new favorite movie. And he never fell asleep. But then the next lady came, and they were actually working, and she said he like literally crawled up under the bed and then passed out. And then so she went home as well, like, and he slept. So yeah, we're struggling with it now. He's 4, so he's a little older, but it's
just a bad habit. We're gonna break it.
Yeah,
We've got our methods. And
for your situation, I would say talk to a doctor about possibilities. But if it's more like our situation where you can see a trigger or like a reason why the habit has changed, I would just say focus on that and try to figure out how to adjust that situation. So that's what we're going to do with Frumpkin is, I might try no iPad at night, see how that works for a week, try no TV, kind of experiment with different stuff, try to maybe get him just to go in his room. I feel like putting him in his room by himself without anything
That's what we do with his sister.
But that's what we do with his sister. But his sister also likes books, and we read her books.
Yeah, he's not hugely fond of books.
Yeah, so part of it is the nighttime routine and expectations that we need to work on. Mostly me, because I put him to bed usually. So, anything else you can think of related to that?
Nope.
But he's had good sleep up till now.
Yeah, up till recently.
So we're in the same boat. Struggle. I hope that helps. Again, if you have any more questions, put in the comments below. Do you have anything to add?
No.
All right, guys. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. Thumbs up to help spread spread the love, and I will see you. We will see you. Somebody will see you tomorrow.